we do. While we wait, everybody's watching. Ta-da! We're live.
We're live?
Yep.
Ooh.
Good.
Hello, this is George.
Hey, boy.
This is Adonai Sanctuary Truth Classroom. Today, we're going to talk about what are we talking about? Joshua 3. Interesting. It's going to be very, very short.
It's all right.
Section 3 of Adonai's letter is what we call it. You are probably calling it Chapter 3 of Joshua. My sweetie's going to read 3:1.
Joshua got up early in the morning, and they left Shittim and came to the Jordan. He, with all the people of Israel, they camped there before crossing. Duh. Hey, Ann.
Wow, you're in early. You didn't have to wait 10 minutes. They left Shittim, going and moved to the Jordan. Why? Well, my sweetie's going to read 3:2.
After 3 days, the officials circulated through the camp.
For 3 days, they let anyone going by on the other side of the water, seeing, or you might say at least hear about, those Hebrews are at their door waiting to pounce on them. Read 3 and 4, please.
And gave the people these orders. When you see the ark for the covenant of Adonai your God, and the Kohen, who are the Levites, carrying it, you are to leave your position and follow it. But keep a distance between yourselves and it of about 1,000 yards. Don't come any closer, so that you will understand which way to go, because you haven't gone this way before.
You haven't been through this before. So stay back 1,000 yards from the Levites who are carrying the ark. Yehoshua tells the Hebrews to purify yourself. Read 5 and 6, please.
Joshua said to the people, consecrate yourself, because tomorrow Adonai is going to work wonders among you. Then Joshua said to the Kohen, take the ark of the covenant and go ahead of the people. They took the ark for the covenant and went ahead of the people.
People, do your consecration, for tomorrow you will see Adonai's wonders.
Hi, Dave.
Adonai didn't say that. The priest did say Yehoshua told them to do.
Want your bookmark?
Maybe that's a good idea. Then Adonai gives Yehoshua a huge boost. Read 7, please.
Adonai said to Joshua, starting today, I will make you great in full view of all Israel, so that they will know that just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you.
Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Here's Yehoshua. And he's supposed to be their leader now. And Adonai gives Yehoshua this comment. Today I will, in full view of all the Israelites, well, so they will see I am with you as I was with Moses. Now, Moses is a pretty sharp dude. My sweetie's going to read 8 and 9.
Now you are to order the Kohens carrying the ark of the covenant as follows. When you come to the edge of the Jordan River, you are to stop in the Jordan itself. Oh, I read 9, sorry. Joshua said to the people, "Come here and listen to the words of Adonai your God."
The Kohanim, the priests, who are carrying the ark, and you are to step into the Jordan River. Listen, people, this is how you will see Adonai and his power is with us. Listen, Israelites. So what do? Read 10 and 11, please.
Hey, guys. There's lots of words I can't say, so just be prepared. Then Joshua said, "Here is how you will know that the living God is here with you, and that, without fail, he will drive out before you the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Girzite, the Amorites, and the Jebusites. The ark of the covenant of the Lord of the earth is going ahead of you across the Jordan."
The ark of the Lord will cross ahead of you through the Jordan. Great. But have you ever really thought about that? But it's harvest time. And the Jordan overflows during that time of year. I never realized it until I was studying that.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to read 12 through 16.
"Now choose yourself 12 men out of the tribe of Israel, 1 man from each tribe. As soon as the Kohanim carrying the ark of Adonai, the Lord of all earth, put the soles of their feet in the water of the Jordan, the water of the Jordan will be cut off upstream and stand piled up like an embankment." So the people left their tents to cross the Jordan, while the Kohanim carrying the ark of the covenant ahead of the people. When those carrying the ark had come to the Jordan, and the Kohanim carrying the ark had waded into the water, for throughout harvest season the Jordan overflows its banks, the water upstream stood up, piled like an embankment, for a great distance at Adam, the city next to Tizartan, so that the water flowing downstream toward the sea of the Aravan, the Dead Sea, was completely cut off, and the people crossed right over by Jericho.
The water had an embankment. Or you might say it piled up by a town by the name of Adam. So far, that's the only time the city called Adam was ever stated. We don't know. It might be the only time that name for that town is used, yet it states Adam was next to a town called Tizartan. Tzartan. Now that town name is used in 1 Kings 4:12 and in 1 Kings 7:46. But in Yahushua, she read that the water was completely cut off. That happened one other time.
I think so, yes.
At least once. From continue going to the Sea of Arava. Had you looked that word up? What was Arava? It's a desert south of the Dead Sea. Yet we found one map in all of my studies, that writes it's the area between the Salt Sea and what they call now the Dead Sea and the Sea of Kinnerach. The Sea of Kinnerach, it is known now as the Sea of Galilee. So you study or make up your own mind. Think about that for a few seconds. If the area was south of the Dead Sea or Salt Sea, it would be a desert area. So with a reading of Scripture and a little logic, you would have to say it would seem the area below the Dead Sea makes more sense. That may be a little confusing, or if you study it, you might come up with your own conclusion. I can't have all the fun. My sweetie's going to read 17.
The Kohen carrying the ark for the covenant of Adonai stood fast on dry ground in the middle of the Jordan, while all Israel crossed on dry land until the entire nation had finished crossing the Jordan.
Like Moses, standing with his arms up, or his arms raised, the ark and the Kohanim, or the priests, carrying it halfway across, stand for the same work by Adonai. What a miracle those were to the people of Israel. Both of them. For his chosen people. Adonai gives the orders to Yehoshua in section chapter 4, which we will go over in 3 weeks. We'll start that one in 3 weeks. Remember, there's going to be a 2-week time for you to study yourself before we get back from the cruise. May Adonai bless your 2 weeks with eyes to see his truth. Now, like we've been doing every once in a while, I wrote something else that I felt we had to say. Am I spending all this time studying for the truth just so I and, well, you might say, a very few understand truth? It's free to the world, yet almost nobody desires it. Where are you? Do you see any way that grabs your attention in our studies for truth? Does the truth hurt your brainwashing? This last week, while traveling this great country of ours, I started to ask, why does Adonai want us to do this? Almost nobody wants truth. If they are happy in their world of brainwashing, when they die believing in the worldly stuff, is dying happy with a lie enough? Will they all be happy walking with billions and billions on that broad road to lead them to destruction because they believed their priests lie? Will they be able to see the ones, the true believers in Yeshua, on that hard road to his narrow gate? After Yeshua returns, is that when everyone will see? Interesting question. My sweetie is going to read Matanyahu or Matthew 7, 13, and 14. We read this quite a bit.
Go into the narrow gate, for the gate that leads to destruction is wide, and the road broad, and many travel it. But it is a narrow gate and a hard road that leads to life, and only a few find it.
Interesting. There are a lot of translators who say narrow road, but the complete Jewish Bible says hard road. Well, how about it? Let's look in Luke 13. My sweetie's going to read 22 through 28.
Yeshua continued traveling from town after town and village after village, teaching and making his way toward Jerusalem. Someone asked him, "Are only a few being saved?" He answered, "Struggle to get in through the narrow door, because I'm telling you, many will be demanding to get in and won't be able to. Once the owner of the house has gotten up and shut the door, you will stand outside knocking at the door and saying, 'Lord, open up for us.' But he will answer, 'I don't know you or where you are from.' Then you will say, 'We ate and drank with you. You taught in our streets.' And he will tell you, 'I don't know where you are from. Get away from me, all you workers of wickedness.' You will cry and grind your teeth when you see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the prophets inside the kingdom of God, but yourselves thrown outside. Moreover, people will come..." Sorry, I read too far. I was on a roll.
You're on a roll, honey. People think they eat and drink with the Messiah. Yet they're named Messiah was an impostor. A man made up God of worldly and they will live and die believing that lie. From their priest, church, denomination, and yes, their religion, it states what they are brainwashed to believe was of the worldly, not heavenly. See, man made up that Jesus. You do sit at a table of the Antichrist if you follow any man-made-up Messiah. In both places, in Netanyahu 7 and Luke 13, Adonai tells you he is not pleased with your falsificational belief, your imitational following, and belief will only get you to an imitational salvation. This is the real point. When you get to Yeshua's return, when he does return, Adonai will not open his door to just anyone. After his return, it will definitely be what you might call the truth hurts. While studying, I came across something that seemed so true, even though Adonai wants his truth stated. Please listen. We have been speaking words from Adonai that almost nobody wants because of your brainwashing. May Adonai bring the truth out, and only the called come in Adonai's door. In his true name, Adonai, forever. Amen.
See what Tom said?
Our son says, you study because you care about your eternity. You share because you're called. I have to take a pause here. You share because you were called and answered.
That's right.
He's going to treat you like a door-to-door salesman and not answer the door. People, Dave wrote, Can't figure out what the third word is. That is thy Ruth truth. That is thy.
Say Ruth Tom.
That is the. Oh, I bet it's supposed to be that is the truth, Tom.
Yeah. Yes. I agree. I agree.
We have a hard time at every once in a while because so few TRUR.
Yeah, the truth. Tom said the truth. Well, yes.
We have see, we got started on this when we wrote the book. Steady, your eternity depends on it. We offered to give it out to people for free. Just let us know you want one on our page. And when nobody wants it, that shows us that Adonai's opening a door for you to get just a little bit of truth, and nobody wants to knock on the door. Nobody wants to come in. Nobody wants even the truth. No? We have an opportunity for a second book. It's going to be called Genesis, the beginning of truth. But if nobody wants the truth in the first, steady your eternity depends on it. I don't see how the message that we give can come from anywhere but Adonai. Like I said, that was just a little personal stuff towards the end. But think about it. If you don't have Yeshua, you'll never get on his door, never get on his road, never get in through the little gate. And the main goal is that getting in Adonai's door. And you don't just, it isn't just an automatic thing. When you study, when you read Luke, where was that? Luke 13. When you read Luke 13, it doesn't say just because you say the Messiah's fake name, you automatically get in. Matter of fact, it doesn't say if you say his real name, you automatically get in. Now the criteria, we haven't got to that part yet. Adonai's going to open the door so we can tell you what he told us. And you know what? We can't change things. We'd love to. We'd love to make it so anybody who hears us gets a chance. But if you don't take the first step, there's no chance.
Did you read
I got a whole bunch of reading. I got a whole bunch of reading.
Start with that one.
Don't get discouraged. You are reaching who it is meant for.
Did you read the front one above it?
Free for all
Your
who
message.
hear, only meant for that small group, small few. Your message is free for all who hear. It's only meant for that small few. True.
And then we said,
And it'd be nice if some of this few, small group would spread the word that truth is trying to be brought out. It's not just for the people it's for as many people as we can get to. As you know, we don't ask for anything. Okay, I'll read some more of this other stuff.
You went the run. Don't get discouraged.
Don't get discouraged. You are reaching who it is meant for.
I believe that.
Yeah, we believe that. But you know, those who want truth will find it.
Your brother said your calling is to plant the seed.
Calling is a plant the seed. Yes, you're right, bro. Sure be nice if we had a little water and it grows a little.
Maybe late, but I believe. That's what Dave said. That's cute, Dave.
That's cute. Dave says it may be late, but I believe. I hope you do, Dave.
And Tom says,
Spread it around.
not meant for. It's reaching who wants it. It's true.
That's true.
Very true.
Because if you don't really want it, then why would you even click on here? Out of curiosity? Look at me. Why would anybody want to click on this and look at me read and talk? Like we said, we'll be gone for 2 weeks. Sailing in the water. Going to Alaska. Hope you people have a fantastic 2 weeks study. Because Adonai wants you to. You need it. We need it, and we do it.
That's true.
Anna, our daughter-in-law, says, reading and hearing is one thing, but studying and understanding is another. True. A lot of people are reading and hearing from priests, but understanding the truth just may be something a little different than what the priest wants you to hear. Most of the things we talk about, priests don't talk about.
No.
They've got you right where they want you. But you have a good 2 weeks. We're going to be sailing. My sweetie booked us. We're on the way. We're in Shelby, Montana.
Montana right now.
Tomorrow for 2 days we'll be in some place in Utah, I think.
No, Idaho.
Idaho. I'm sorry.
Going the
Going the
wrong
wrong way. And then the
Going
next
to
day,
Idaho,
2
going to
days later,
Washington.
we'll be in Washington, and then the next day after that, we're going to be floating in the water.
13th of July. Will do. Love you too.
Steady, people. You know what we're going over next. Joshua 4. We'll be probably going over Joshua 4 and 5, so you can read those, and you can tell us what it all stands for. What it all means.
We'll let them do it.
Yeah, you write us a bunch of little notes on this page, and you can tell us what it all means. We love y'all.
Love ya. Love this.
Share
All
it.
these comments are awesome.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Talking back and forth.
You
We
bet.
like hearing from you. We hope you have fantastic time. We're going to. I don't have to do anything but eat. And I'm good at that. See you in 2 weeks.
Have a good one, guys.